Practice 1. The Pareto Principle. The Pareto Principle says 80% of results come from 20% of efforts. This rule helps with time management. You can work smarter, not harder. First, identify your key tasks. Look at your work. Which activities give the most results? These are your 20%. Focus on them first. Other tasks can wait. People often waste time on unimportant things. They check emails too much. They attend unnecessary meetings. They do busy work. The Pareto Principle shows another way. Spend more time on high-value work. Make a to-do list every morning. Circle the top 20% tasks. Do these before anything else. You will see better results. Your productivity will increase. Some examples help understand this. In sales, 20% of customers bring 80% of revenue. In studying, 20% of material covers 80% of exam questions. Find these patterns in your work. The principle also works for problems. Most issues come from few causes. Fix these first. Don't waste time on small problems. Try this method for 1 week. Track your time. Notice which tasks matter most. Adjust your schedule. You will have more free time. You will feel less stressed. Practice 2. Positive thinking. Positive thinking changes lives. Our thoughts shape our reality. When we think good thoughts, we feel better. We become more successful. We attract good things. The brain works like a magnet. Positive thoughts bring positive results. Negative thoughts bring problems. This is not magic. It is science. Our mindset affects our actions. Happy people take better decisions. They see more opportunities. Start each day with gratitude. Think about 3 good things in your life. This simple habit changes your mood. You begin noticing more positive things around you. Your problems seem smaller. Challenges become easier with positive thinking. Difficult situations feel less scary. You believe in solutions. You find ways to overcome obstacles. Positive people get more help from others too. Health improves with positive thoughts. Stress levels go down. The immune system gets stronger. People live longer when they think positively. They enjoy life more. Surround yourself with positive people. Their energy affects you. Avoid constant complainers. Choose friends who uplift you. Listen to inspiring stories. Read motivational books. Positive thinking is a choice. It is not about ignoring problems. It is about facing them with hope. Anyone can learn this skill. Start today and transform your life. Practice 3. The Wisest Wizard. Gandalf stands as one of the wisest characters in The Lord of the Rings. His wisdom guides the Fellowship through difficult times. He shows how knowledge and patience overcome darkness. As a wizard, Gandalf possesses great power, but he rarely uses force. He prefers wise words and careful plans. He understands that true strength comes from wisdom, not weapons. His staff symbolizes knowledge more than magic. Gandalf knows when to act and when to wait. He lets others make their own choices. He believes in people's goodness. Even when they fail, he gives second chances. This trust helps Frodo and others grow stronger. The Grey Pilgrim sees deeper meanings. He recognizes the One Ring's danger immediately. While others debate, he already understands the threat. His foresight saves Middle-earth many times. Gandalf's wisdom appears in small moments too. He comforts frightened hobbits with simple truths. He explains complex matters clearly. His advice always helps at the right time. After becoming Gandalf the White, his wisdom grows. He now leads with quiet authority. He inspires armies without boasting. His presence alone gives hope to defenders of Minas Tirith. True wisdom means knowing one's limits. Gandalf admits when he needs help. He works with elves, men, and hobbits as equals. This humility makes him truly great. Gandalf's greatest lesson is about hope. In dark times, he keeps believing in victory. His wisdom lights the way when all seems lost. That is why Middle-earth needs wizards. Practice 4. Making mistakes. Learning a language means making mistakes. This is normal and necessary. Errors help us improve. Without mistakes, there is no progress. Many language learners feel afraid. They worry about wrong grammar. They fear bad pronunciation. This fear stops them from speaking. But silence is the real enemy of learning. Mistakes teach important lessons. When someone corrects us, we remember better. Our brains learn from errors. Each mistake makes our language stronger. Children learn languages fast because they are not afraid. They speak without perfect grammar. They try new words. They enjoy communicating. Adults should learn from this approach. Speaking with errors has benefits. It builds confidence. It creates real communication. It helps overcome the fear of judgment. Perfection is not the goal. Understanding is. Good teachers encourage mistakes. They know errors show learning is happening. They correct gently and positively. The classroom should be a safe place to experiment. Some tips help learners embrace mistakes. Start with simple conversations. Focus on the message, not perfect grammar. Laugh at funny errors. Celebrate every attempt to speak. Remember, every native speaker made mistakes too. Language is not about perfection. It is about connection. So speak, make mistakes, and grow. Practice 5. Learning to say no. One of the most valuable life skills is knowing how to say no. Many individuals struggle with refusing requests. They fear disappointing others or being seen as rude. However, setting boundaries is essential for personal well-being. Learning to say no protects our time and energy. It prevents burnout from overcommitment. People who always say yes often feel stressed and overwhelmed. They neglect their own needs while helping others. Healthy relationships require honest communication. Saying no when necessary shows self-respect. It teaches others how to treat us. Clear boundaries make interactions more genuine and balanced. Work life improves with this skill. Employees who can refuse extra tasks maintain better productivity. They avoid unnecessary overtime. Managers appreciate staff who communicate limits professionally. Saying no creates space for priorities. It allows focus on important goals and relationships. People gain control over their schedules. They have more time for self-care and personal growth. Practicing polite refusal builds confidence. Start with small situations and simple phrases. Remember, saying no to others often means saying yes to yourself. Practice 6. How the brain learns. The brain is an amazing part of the human body. It helps people think, remember, and understand. When a person learns something new, the brain makes new connections. These connections are between brain cells. They are called neurons. Neurons send messages to each other. This is how learning starts. Some people learn fast. Some people learn slow. This is normal. Every brain is different. Some brains work better in the morning. Others work better at night. When people sleep, the brain keeps working. It saves new information. That is why sleep is important for learning. Sometimes learning is easy. Sometimes it is hard. When a person is doing something new, the brain is working a lot. For example, a child is learning to ride a bike. The child is using the eyes, ears, and muscles. The brain is using all this information at the same time. Today, scientists study how the brain learns. They use machines and tests. They want to understand how people remember things. In the future, this science will help teachers and students. Students will be learning in new ways. They will be using tools like computers and games. Learning will be more fun and easier for many people.
Practice 7.
Early hours. Waking up early has many benefits. Early hours are usually quiet. The air is fresh. The mind is clear. People can focus better. They can read, write, or plan their day. The body feels rested after sleep. Some people do exercise in the morning. Moving the body gives energy. It also helps the brain. Breakfast is an important meal. Early risers often eat a healthy breakfast. They have time to sit and enjoy their food. A good breakfast gives strength. It also helps concentration during the day. Some people are going to school or work in the early morning. When they wake up early, they are not in a hurry. They prepare slowly. They dress, pack their bags, and leave on time. Early mornings are good for thinking. People are not tired. They are starting fresh. The brain works better. They can solve problems more easily. Going to bed early is important for this habit.
People need enough sleep.
A good sleep helps the body and the mind. Waking up early can make the day more calm and productive. Practice 8. The amazing world of cats. Cats are popular pets all over the world. Many people love them because they are cute and often independent. There are many different types of cats, like the fluffy Persian cat, the sleek Siamese cat, and the playful SBHYNX cat. Each type has its own special look and personality. Cats are carnivores, which means they eat meat. Their bodies are made for hunting. They have sharp teeth and claws. They can jump very high and run very fast. Their eyes are special too. They can see well in the dark, which helps them hunt at night. Cats often sleep a lot during the day, sometimes up to 16 hours. When they are awake, they like to play. They love toys like balls, string, and laser pointers. Playing helps them stay healthy and happy. Cats also have a special way of communicating. They meow, purr, hiss, and even chatter. A purr usually means a cat is happy and comfortable. A hiss means it is angry or scared. Cats also use their tails to show how they feel. A tail held high means a cat is confident, while a tail tucked between its legs means it is scared. Many cats live with people in their homes. They can be very friendly and loving. They like to sit on laps and get petted. Some cats even learn to do tricks, like fetching a small toy. Having a cat can be a lot of fun. They bring joy and companionship to many families. It's important to give cats good food, fresh water, and a safe place to sleep. Regular visits to the vet are also important to keep them healthy. Cats are truly amazing animals. Practice 9.
Chocolate.
Chocolate is one of the most popular foods in the world. People love to eat it in many forms: bars, cakes, cookies, and hot drinks. But where did chocolate come from? Its history is very long and interesting. Chocolate comes from the cacao bean, which grows on the cacao tree. These trees grow in warm, tropical places like parts of South America, Africa, and Asia. For thousands of years, people in Central and South America were the first to use cacao beans. The Olmec, Maya, and Aztec civilizations made a special drink from the beans. This drink was often bitter and spicy, very different from the sweet chocolate we know today. They believed it was a gift from the gods and used it in important ceremonies. When Europeans came to the Americas, they discovered cacao. In the 16th century, Christopher Columbus was one of the first Europeans to see cacao beans. Later, Hernán Cortés, a Spanish explorer, brought cacao beans to Spain. At first, the bitter drink was not very popular. But then, people started adding sugar and spices like cinnamon to make it sweeter. It became a popular drink for rich people in Europe. In the 19th century, new machines and methods were invented. In 1828, a Dutch chemist named Coenraad Johannes van Houten found a way to make cocoa powder. This made it easier to make solid chocolate. Later, in 1847, the first chocolate bar was made in England. And in 1876, Daniel Peter and Henri Nestle made the first milk chocolate. Since then, chocolate has become a treat that everyone can enjoy. From a bitter drink for ancient gods to a sweet treat for all, chocolate's journey is amazing. Practice 10. A sunny and beautiful day. Imagine a beautiful sunny day. The sky is blue, and there are a few fluffy white clouds. You are at the beach. The air smells salty, and you can hear the sound of the waves. The sand is warm under your feet. It's a perfect day for relaxing and having fun. Many people go to the beach to swim in the ocean. The water is cool and refreshing, especially on a hot day. You can float on your back, or you can splash and play with your friends. Some people like to try surfing, standing on a board, and riding the waves. It looks difficult, but it's very exciting. Kids often love to build sandcastles. They use buckets and shovels to make tall towers and strong walls. Sometimes they decorate their castles with shells they find on the sand. There are many different types of shells, in various sizes and colors. Some are smooth and some are bumpy. Finding a beautiful shell is like finding a little treasure. When you get hungry, you can have a picnic. Many people bring sandwiches, fruit, and drinks to the beach. It's nice to eat outside with the sound of the waves. After eating, you might just want to lie on a towel and listen to music or read a book. The sun feels warm on your skin. But remember to use sunscreen to protect your skin from the sun's strong rays. As the day ends, the sun starts to go down, painting the sky with orange and pink colors. A day at the beach is always a special memory. Practice 11. How to plant a small flower. Planting a flower is a great idea. It's a simple process, and watching your plant grow can be very rewarding. You don't need a big garden. A small pot is fine. First, you need some things. You'll need a flower seed or a small flower plant. You also need a pot with a hole at the bottom for water to drain out. Good soil is very important, soil that is made for plants, not just dirt from your garden. And of course, you'll need some water. Now, let's start planting. Take your pot and put a small piece of mesh or a flat stone over the hole at the bottom. This will stop the soil from falling out, but still let the water drain. Next, fill about 2/3 of the pot with your plant soil. Make sure the soil is loose, not too compact. If you have a flower seed, make a small hole in the center of the soil with your finger. Put the seed in the hole and cover it gently with a little more soil. If you have a small plant, gently take it out of its original container. Place the plant in the center of your new pot, making sure its roots are covered with soil. Add more soil around the plant until the pot is almost full, leaving about an inch from the top. Gently pat the soil down. Finally, give your new plant some water. Water it until you see water coming out of the hole at the bottom of the pot. This means the soil is wet enough. Put your pot in a place where it can get some sunlight, like near a window. Remember to water your flower regularly, but don't give it too much water, or the roots can rot. Soon, you will see a beautiful flower grow. Practice 12. The tallest building in the world. The Burj Khalifa is a super tall skyscraper in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. It is the tallest building in the whole world. When you look up at it, it seems to touch the sky. It is truly a marvel of modern engineering and design. The building is incredibly tall, standing at over 828 meters. It has more than 160 floors. Imagine going up so many stairs. Luckily, the Burj Khalifa has very fast elevators. You can go from the ground floor to the top in just a few minutes. From the observation decks, you can see all of Dubai. The views are amazing, especially at sunset or night when the city lights twinkle below. Construction of the Burj Khalifa started in 2004 and finished in 2010. Thousands of workers helped to build it. They used a lot of steel and concrete. The design of the building is inspired by a desert flower, the Hymenocallis. It has a special shape that helps it stand strong against the wind. The building is not just for offices. It also has residential apartments, hotels, and restaurants. Inside the Burj Khalifa, everything is very luxurious. There are beautiful lobbies, swimming pools, and fitness centers. The building is a symbol of Dubai's growth and ambition. It shows how much the city has developed in a short time. People from all over the world come to Dubai to see this famous building. It is a popular tourist attraction and a true icon of the 21st century. The Burj Khalifa is more than just a building. It is a testament to human innovation and dreams. Practice 13. My favorite season. Out of all the seasons, my absolute favorite is summer. Summer brings so much joy and opportunities for fun activities. It's the season of long, sunny days and warm, pleasant nights. One of the best things about summer is the weather. The sun shines brightly and the temperature is warm, perfect for outdoor adventures. You don't need heavy coats or boots. Light clothes like t-shirts, shorts, and sandals are enough. This makes getting dressed in the morning very easy. The warm weather also means you can spend more time outside. During summer, many people go on holidays. Schools close for a few months, and families travel to different places. Some go to the beach to swim and relax. Others go to the mountains for hiking and fresh air. Traveling in summer is wonderful because you can enjoy all the outdoor activities without worrying about the cold. I love visiting new cities and exploring their parks and historical sites under the warm sun. Summer is also a great time for outdoor sports and activities. You can ride your bike, play football, go swimming, or have a picnic in the park. In the evenings, it stays light for a long time, so you can enjoy barbecues with friends and family. Eating grilled food outside is always a special experience. And let's not forget about ice cream. Eating a cold, sweet ice cream on a hot summer day is one of life's simple pleasures. Summer truly feels like a time for happiness, freedom, and making wonderful memories. Practice 14. The power of recycling. Recycling is a very important process that helps our planet. It means taking old things that we don't need anymore and making them into new things. Instead of throwing everything away, we can save materials and energy. Think about all the things you use every day: plastic bottles, glass jars, paper, and aluminum cans. If we throw these things in the trash, they go to a landfill. Landfills are big places where all the garbage goes. They take up a lot of space, and the garbage can stay there for hundreds of years. Some materials, like plastic, take a very long time to break down. This is bad for the environment. When we recycle, we send these old items to special factories. At these factories, the materials are cleaned and processed. For example, old paper can be turned into new paper. Used plastic bottles can become new bottles, or even parts of clothes. Glass bottles can be melted down and made into new glass containers. Aluminum cans can be recycled many times without losing their quality. Recycling has many benefits. First, it saves natural resources. If we recycle paper, we cut down fewer trees. If we recycle metal, we mine less new metal from the earth. Second, it saves energy. Making new products from recycled materials often uses less energy than making them from raw materials. Third, it reduces pollution. Less waste in landfills means less pollution in our soil and water. It also helps to reduce greenhouse gases, which are bad for the air we breathe. So, remember to sort your trash and put your recyclables in the right bins. Every little bit helps to make our world a cleaner and healthier place for everyone. Practice 15.
Books.
Everyone has a hobby, something they enjoy doing in their free time. My favorite hobby is reading books. For me, there is nothing better than getting lost in a good story. Reading can take you to different places and introduce you to many interesting characters without even leaving your chair. I love reading all kinds of books. Sometimes I read fiction, which means stories that are made up. These can be adventure stories, mysteries, fantasy novels with magic, or even funny tales. When I read fiction, I can imagine the characters, the places, and what is happening. It's like watching a movie in my head. Other times, I read nonfiction, which means books that give real information. These can be about history, science, animals, or how to do something new. I learn a lot from nonfiction books. Reading is a great way to relax. After a long day at school or work, I can sit down with a book and forget about my worries. It helps me to calm my mind. Also, reading helps me improve my English language skills. When I read, I see new words and learn how to use them. It helps me understand grammar better too. The more I read, the more fluent I become in speaking and writing. I often go to the library to borrow books. It's a wonderful place with so many books to choose from. Sometimes I buy books from a bookstore or read them on my tablet. No matter how I get them, books are a constant source of joy and learning for me. Reading opens up a whole new world of knowledge and imagination. It's a hobby I will always enjoy. Practice 16. The life cycle of a butterfly. Have you ever seen a beautiful butterfly flying in the garden? Butterflies are amazing insects, and they go through a wonderful process called metamorphosis to become what they are. This process has 4 main stages, starting from a tiny egg. The first stage is the egg. A female butterfly lays her small eggs, usually on a leaf or stem of a plant. These eggs are very tiny, often the size of a pinhead. The plant that the butterfly chooses is important because it will be the food for the baby that comes out of the egg. After a few days or weeks, the egg hatches and a tiny larva emerges. This larva is what we call a caterpillar. The caterpillar's main job is to eat, and eat. It eats a lot of leaves and grows very fast. As it grows, its skin becomes too tight, so it sheds its skin several times. This is called molting. Caterpillars come in many colors and can have different patterns. When the caterpillar is big enough and has eaten enough, it enters the third stage, the pupa. For many butterflies, this stage is called a chrysalis. The caterpillar stops eating and hangs upside down, often from a branch or leaf. Then, it forms a hard, protective casing around itself. Inside this chrysalis, amazing changes happen. The caterpillar's body breaks down and then rebuilds into the shape of a butterfly. This stage can last from a few weeks to several months, depending on the type of butterfly and the weather. Finally, the chrysalis splits open and a beautiful adult butterfly comes out. At first, its wings are soft and wet. The butterfly waits for its wings to dry and harden. Then, it flies away to find flowers for nectar, its food, and to lay its own eggs, starting the cycle all over again. The life cycle of a butterfly is truly one of nature's most magical transformations.